Welcome. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. It's a stern warning, and it describes exactly what's happening in our nation today. I don't know about you, but that upsets me. It makes me really angry. And I'm especially angry about the assaults and the attacks that are taking place against our innocent children. This gender confusion ideology that's taking place right now and is so prominent is reprehensible. It's an abomination. It's pure evil, and it has to stop. Legislation alone isn't going to be enough. What we really need is for men to rise up and be men. We need men to stand in the gap. We need men of courage, men of honor, men who aren't afraid to speak up for what is right and speak out against what is wrong, regardless of the consequences. Unfortunately, there's just not a whole lot of that going around right now. A little over 10 years ago, I wrote this book. Many are called, few choose. I wrote it specifically for that purpose, to challenge men to rise up and take their rightful place. It's controversial, it's confrontational, it's in your face, it's intended to draw blood, and for that I make absolutely no apologies. I take a look at historical events and see what men have done in the past that has shaped our world today for the better. The stories of bravery and sacrifice are astonishing. But these men chose at that moment and in that time in history to do what otherwise no one thought could be done. And here we are. The question that remains is, are there still men around who can continue that legacy of courage and sacrifice? I'd love for you to have a copy of this. I have a limited number of volumes available right now. They're all absolutely brand new and personally signed. If you're interested, or maybe you know someone else that you'd like to give a book to, a man in your family, or a friend or a neighbor or coworker, just contact me on Facebook, message me, or you can email me. My address is williamulsh@comcast.net. It's William Ulsh, my name, one word, @comcast.net. And then I'll share with you all the details. Before I sign off today, I want to read to you an excerpt from the book. It's time to stop being afraid. It's time to get serious with God and with ourselves. It's time to fight for the things that really matter. And that fight begins on our knees, crying out in genuine repentance and brokenness. It's time to realize that our lives are not our own. It's time to apprehend the truth that is decreed, that it is the invisible that lasts. It is the unseen that counts. It is the imperceptible that has eternal purpose and meaning. It's time not just to live in the light, but to be light. Ephesians 5:8. It's time to show that Christ is alive, that he has conquered death, and that we are willing to lay down our lives to prove it. For 2,000 years, we've been telling the world that Jesus is the answer, that he is the way, the truth, and the life, that he is the door and the light of this dark and dying world. The men we have examined made a difference in their world, and many of them bled and died in the process. But this is our world today. We are responsible. We will be held accountable. And this world has absolutely every right to question us. Where is this awesome God you keep talking about, and what is he waiting for? The answer is sobering beyond measure. He's waiting for us. Choose.